got a call from a guy. He's got a leaking shower from the second floor down into his first floor ceiling. So I don't know. He doesn't seem to know what kind of valve it is. So we're gonna go over there and see if we can help this guy out. Look, this big light at Home Depot is supposed to be really good. 1,000 lumens. Maybe I can light up the area where I'm working. I'm working on getting better lighting down in these dark and dingy basements I'm working on. Sometimes it's really go down there with a drop light and a couple of lights. I mean, they really need something to really give it the oh, how you doing, light it up, you know. So we'll see, Miss Molly. Oh yeah, you got some body bumps, Miss Molly. Miss Molly. Oh yeah, you love body bumps. Yeah, you love body bumps with Molly. Yeah, you love body bumps. Anyway, so this one, I got a couple of no heat calls today and leaking toilet and what else? Some of these people, they call me, get that guy's going to work, I get his wife's number, call to go before I go over there and she don't pick up the phone. Well, I guess they're going to be without heat, because if she don't pick up the phone, I'm not going. They gotta call me back later. Oh, what happened? How come you didn't come by? Well, I've been calling your flipping wife all morning and she won't pick up the phone. Well, my problem. Good luck. Yeah, oh yeah, Miss Molly. Oh yeah. A couple of about 18 inches or so. That might be where the shower valve is. So that's the leakage there. At least it's in the basement. So let's take a look.
Yeah.
Could be. Let's check the shower valve first.
Yeah. Now
it's either that valve or it's that drain.
Yeah, my guess is the drain.
Well, not necessarily, because if this is leaking in the wall, it'll leak down and then go down where the drain is and drop, because it's all plywood, right?
Yeah, that's my guess. Yeah.
So I'm gonna take this apart. We're gonna run it, and we're gonna see if we got any leaks.
Okay.
I just wanted to see what I'm working with before I bring my tools in, you know?
Sure.
Okay.
I actually rebuilt that watching your video on YouTube.
You rebuilt this?
Yeah.
Did you put the bottom diverter in?
About 2 years ago, yeah.
You did?
Redid that too, yeah. And,
could be this,
yeah, saw no sign of leakage for...
Does it move when you step in it? No. Yeah, that's pretty good, huh? Sometimes they're really flimsy. Alright, let me get what I need.
I like it, you know, being home was kind of driving me crazy, and I got a couple of guys just out of college working for me. I mean, you gotta be in the office, you gotta have a...
You gotta be in the office?
Yeah, to train those guys, you need a normal kind of work environment. I do a lot of testing, so I gotta be at the lab facility. Yeah, you know, it was great that we were able to do it, because, you know, we're able to, you know, continue operations.
See how this thing right here is all not in there properly? It might be leaking from there. See this? See this void here?
Yeah.
That's not right. So the water's probably going right in there. See it? Look at this. See where I'm sticking my screwdriver, how that's not in there right?
Yeah.
That might be your problem right there.
Well, I had the leak, and then I took that apart to see if it was leaking and put it back. So that may be adding to the leak.
Maybe.
But I think the leak was there before.
You see it though? You see how that is?
Oh, definitely, yeah, definitely. I know there's actually, you know, above the ring there's a little gasket.
Yeah, but this has to be.
Is that cylinder not far enough in?
No, see, now how I pushed it in like that, you might have tightened it up too much. See how it, that would be okay like that. See it?
Yeah.
But before, no. Because there's not much stroll there.
Yeah.
For that thing to give you issues. I mean, you gotta look at all that shit too, you know?
Yeah.
Sometimes this will drip and then go down inside. See this? This packing nut? This packing nut right here?
Yeah.
Sometimes that'll drip. But we're gonna see when we turn it on. Take it apart. Don't run it. That's the only way to tell, right? I mean,
Yeah.
flipping mask. I'm sick of this thing. About had it, but I try to be safe as I can.
Yeah, I hear you.
So it's not an easy thing. Boy, she's loose as a goose in there, isn't she? What we could do is I could put a piece of wood in there or something, right? Wedge a piece of wood in there so when we put this back together, it's back more, it'll be better. Does that make sense? I think it's dripping right from this.
Sure.
We're gonna find out right now, that's what I think. It'd be an easy fix. I don't see anything dripping there, so it's probably the drain, which is it could be, you know.
Now, my water here is acidic. You know, we're on a well, the water's acidic. I've had the treatment system functional ever since I moved in 9 years ago, but it wasn't functional when I got here. So how much damage could have done over the course of, house was built in 97, I don't know. Like I said, the other drain started leaking 2 years ago. I seldom use the bathroom, the other bathroom. I just fill the bathtub for hurricanes and snowstorms and shit, in case I lose power. And that's when I noticed it.
What drain are you talking about now that you're having a problem with?
In the other shower, that one was fixed 2 years ago, so
I don't know. I gotta do one at a time here.
Yeah, I'm assuming the same one.
Got a little drippage.
I'm assuming that pretty much the same connection with the other one when it was gradually leaking.
See, she's a little loosey-goosey, but I don't think that's dripping. I don't see nothing. I don't see nothing dripping from up top. The shower arm seems to be okay. You know, another thing it could be is when you're in here, don't forget now, we had this issue here where that thing wasn't sealed right. Wasn't in the right position. That might have been what the leak is. The only way to tell is put this all back together, run it, and open up the ceiling downstairs, see if it's dripping. Yeah. Or put it back with this proper, and then see if it dries up.
Yeah. It's a foregone conclusion to me that you're gonna have to cut a hole.
You want to just cut a hole? Because it's there now. So why don't we do that? Let me put this back together proper, so it's not gonna leak.
Yeah.
And then we'll run it. If we don't see this thing dripping, we know when you're standing in here, it's splashing and going down there.
Yeah.
So let's do that.
If I had a little stain in the ceiling that I could, downstairs that I could address with paint, that would be one thing. But
yeah, it's gonna be opened up anyway.
It's gotta be opened up. So we'll probably open it up, do the patch panel.
There's a cardboard in there for something, but this is. I just want to make sure that this is going to be a little. I'm not going crazy tight, but it's a little tighter now.
Yeah.
The handle, because I tightened up the packing, but it's going to loosen up.
Well, I mean,
you can't have it dripping.
Yeah, you know how to do them. So
It's a kind of a. It's the way these valves are. They're a compression valve. So let me see what I can do here with this. I might be able to put something in there to hold it.
Yeah, that's a Matapoiset. Matapoiset is pretty pricey for what you get. Every time I got in my car to go buy something, I was coming to Dartmouth, so found the subdivision, but most of the houses in the subdivision are too big for me. This was actually like the smallest house in the.
So I got that piece in there. Obviously, it might fall out if you take it apart and play with it, but. Let's see. It's back enough now. It's holding it. So I should be able to put this back together. That alone, that wasn't sealed right like that, would enough to give you a leak. Because don't forget, when you're in here taking a shower, right? Mm-hmm. There's water splashing everywhere. And all it takes is that little bit to be open. And it's going to really give you a false reading of something else that could be wrong, right? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I worked on tub showers and the homeowner's up there operating it while I'm downstairs looking, and come to find out it was the flipping, you know, something that would have been simple if I would have went up there to look at it. Instead of the homeowner, oh, I'll go turn the water on for you while you can see the leak, you know? Type of thing. So sometimes the homeowner getting involved makes it worse to find the issue. Rip the guy's whole ceiling apart and everything downstairs. And, I mean, it was a real bad leak. Come to find out it was, when he had one of them personal shower things up top of the hose was spraying right down onto the mixing valve.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, really bad.
Yeah.
So the water was like running right down. Now, if I would have went up there for 2 seconds and turned it, I would have said, oh, this is a problem.
Yeah.
But he was like, oh, I'll go turn the water. He was like working with me, you know?
Yeah. Well, you know, if it does turn out to be that valve, then, you know, I didn't say
It's not this valve, because right now we just checked it. We ran it in with the water.
But even in just the way the cover was reassembled, and it turns out.
No, you see, come here. See how much better this is going to be. Watch. See, I'm going way in now. See how much more I'm going in?
Yeah.
Before, without the wood in there, this thing was way out.
Okay.
So this wasn't being allowed to go in to seal it.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah.
I think that was what your problem was, to be honest with you. So now I got that piece of wood in there, and you know, you don't have to go crazy with this. This is just like, you know, gonna kind of reflect the water. But it's not 100% because it's not sealed, right? Over here?
Yeah.
And that thing was really off.
Yeah.
Something as a professional homeowner, you might not have seen that. Right?
No, definitely.
What's so funny, professional homeowner? I've heard guys say that, they're professional homeowner. Yeah. Hey man, I try to do shit around my house too, man. I wouldn't complain.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I just had the old problem of.
You haven't played with the drain at all, right?
No.
Let me see what I can do there. It should be. Yeah, the thing was, so we tightened this up. This was definitely loose. Oh, look at that! I can bent my shit all up. Gotta make a special tool for that. Alright, so we did tighten this up. It was loose, and we'll see what happens. I'm gonna make a hole in the ceiling downstairs, right?
Yeah.
And we'll run it. Alright, he's gonna run it, and we're gonna see that drain was loose. I did tighten it up top, about 3/4 of a turn. I don't think it recorded, but the drain was loose as a goose up the top. I put my electrical cutters in there, snip wire things, and was able to, with a screwdriver, tighten it. I mean, you could put like a little square plate on there or something, even like a piece of cardboard, a piece of white cardboard,
Yeah,
and just a couple of screws would be good.
Do you have one of these?
I got a piece of cardboard I can give you that's white.
Yes, that's good.
Don't look like it's dripping to me. Because if it was leaking, it would be coming right down here, dripping.
Yeah, I mean, the sheetrock, so it's going to come right down to the sheetrock. It's not like it can really travel. You know, there's some water there, so that's where
Well, it's been wet. It's been wet from it. I mean, I tightened that thing up 3/4 of a turn.
Yeah.
That drain up top there. Might have to replace the drain if the gasket's bad. But I don't see it dripping.
Yeah, I think that's what the other guy did.
He didn't tighten that drain because it was loose.
Yeah, no, not this. He did that one, but he replaced this. That's why he opened up the hole bigger.
Oh, he replaced the whole thing.
Yeah. If I'm going to have this cut out and replace it, and need to.
Should I listen
just
to me?
Replace the drain?
I think what you need to do is run it for a couple of weeks, shower in it, and see if it don't leak. Then you're good.
Okay.
If it leaks, then we'll have to, get another drain, put a new drain in it, and
You wouldn't just replace the drain before you patch the ceiling?
I would just wait for a couple of weeks or a month. If it's not leaking, then you know you're good.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I'm just thinking that while it's open, replace the drain before I have the sheetrock redone.
I won't be able to do that today.
When could you get to it?
Probably the end of the week when I get a little bit more time.
That'd be fine.
You rather put a new drain in it? I mean, if it's
so,
not lived.
What's it going to cost me to replace this sheetrock, take the light fixture down, and all that bullshit? I might as well have it. So there are no questions about the drain.
All right. Well, I can get another 2-inch P-trap and some pipe, and we could redo it. If you really want to.
Yeah, I think that's the way I would prefer.
You'd rather just rip it out and replace it.
Yeah.
Alright guys, I just left that job, and I'm going to get an access panel for the bottom of that shower area. Talked to him about that. The sheetrock's not crazy bad. I think you can get like a 12 by 12 or 16 by 16 access panel and just cut it nice and square and put that panel on there. He wanted to change all the drain, and I don't really want to do that unless it's leaking. So I'm going to get an access panel for him. We talked about it. That'll cut all that bad area out, that sheetrock that's bad, and he won't have to replace the sheetrock. And no, if it happens in the future, it would just have a plastic access panel on the top there. Then he could, rip all the plumbing out if he wants later. And I rather not, unless it's really. I don't think I recorded it, but the top drain, I took the cover off and I put my pair of electrical strip pliers in there with a screwdriver, and I tightened up that top. It's like it screws in on the top, and there's a gasket on the bottom. I took a good 3/4 of a turn on that drain, the top, so it was loose as a goose, so the water was draining right down the drain and dripping. But we tightened it, it's not leaking anymore. I addressed the shower valve that was sticking out too far. I put that 2x piece of ferrite in there and pushed it back. Reattached everything. He seems to be happy. So I'm gonna get some of them access port panels. I should have them in the truck anyway. When I do repairs like that, it's down in the basement area. It'd be no big deal. He's got another one in the garage on the other side he was showing me, so he's had no issue with a panel like that. So I'm gonna see if I can locate them at either the supply house or get them through my online supplier. Miss Molly, Miss Molly, Miss Molly. I said, go on, Miss Molly. This is my little working buddy here. Just gonna cut that out. Little springs on it.